Hello, chemo 3, down, done. Still not got any side effects, so that is good. We had a bit of drama with the chemo 3. So I've mentioned a PICC line before, and I've not shown you because it's a bit bruised. But basically, I have a PICC line that goes in my arm, and then there's a tube that goes into my heart. And the idea is that the drugs are then, so at the end, is wrapped up in this gauze, is like a bit that you can connect the drugs onto. So it's just easier to get in. You don't have to put a cannula in. So mine is obviously all a little bit bruised still, and that's from 3 weeks ago. But what happened this week was that they couldn't get any bloods out of my arm, and that was meant that it could be blocked, and it could be blocked by a blood clot, which was slightly worrying. But they, on the Tuesday before my chemo, when they went to do the bloods, they then could see that, no, they put essentially drain cleaner in to clean the blockage, but they told me off for calling it drain cleaner. They were like, it's really not that, but I was like, never mind. That worked. They said that I was fine for chemo. Turned up for chemo, still blocked, can't get anything in. You have to put saline in first. Couldn't get saline in, couldn't get bloods out. That way, chemo definitely not going to go in, could leak. Very dangerous. So PICC line team came back. I had a chest x-ray, and then they decided that, well, they showed that there was a kink in the tube that goes into my heart. So I think next week I have to go and see the PICC line team and get it altered. I haven't asked what is involved because that probably is more scary, and I just think, well, just fix it, because this week they tried to get a cannula in my arm. This was the first attempt, and it bruised instantly. And they were like, we need to make sure we've got a really good vein and that it's strong enough to take the chemo that goes into it, because the chemo will damage your vein. And I was like, oh, right. But this one was considered no good because that leaked straight away, and then the senior nurse was called, and I didn't have another one in the back of my arm, but I was like, please try not to move so that it doesn't dislodge. And you just think, oh my god, you know, this stuff is going into your body, but as someone called it, like miracle juice, so this is going to kill the beast, so that'll be good. So drama, chemo, actually not bad. PICC line, pain in the neck. Hopefully we'll get that sorted next week. So that was the bit I want to tell you about the PICC line. I'm looking rather well. I've spent 10 minutes standing outside talking to my gardener. I put sun cream on, factor 30, and I have burnt in 10 minutes. So I think they do say you become a bit more sensitive to the sun. So I think I'll definitely be covering up even more, because that was not good. I was like, I'm getting these very rosy cheeks and a nice red face. So photosensitivity is, think of what it's called. That yes, need to wear. I've ordered some factor 50 now, so that I can just apply that all the time. I don't really. I burn quite quickly anyway, but let alone that's ridiculous. And you'll see I'm sporting this nice headband. I was seeing how I'd look with my headscarves, but I'm not allowed to style my hair. So, but what is happening is, I don't know if you can see, there are some my hair is snapping at the front. So we're just trying to keep that, well, it all sticks out at the moment because you're not allowed to wash it. So I thought, stick it down, cover it up, that'd be all right. So that's what's happening with just the front of my hair. I generally molt my hair anyway, so I don't think I've had any extra to that. And the other thing is, I have yellow fingernails. So the cancer, the chemo drugs, they target anything that's growing. That's why you'll lose your hair because your hair follicles are continually growing, and your nails. Who knew? So I'm now sporting some very fetching nail varnish that one of my lovely friends bought me, and so now as a guitar teacher, I chip my nails all the time, so we'll see how long that continues of me trying to keep good nails. But they're really worried about your nails lifting and then getting an infection and stuff like that, because really their immune system's low, so need to not have any sort of infection. Other than that, really well. We'll see what happens next week with this PICC line. I will keep you updated. Bye.